Hello truckers and welcome back to American Truck Simulator with the Realistic Economy. We are back in Oxnard, California as a train decides to come through. There was a game update since last episode, so any deliveries that we had got taken care of for us. So yeah, we have no deliveries currently on our schedule. I do have one ready to go. It will be an external contract. We are going to Stockton, California, because if you look at the bottom of the screen, we got $211,000 in the bank account, which means we can afford a Western Star. So we got to go to the dealership and get ourselves a truck. But we got to get up there first of all. So like I said, couldn't find a regular freight job, but I did find an external contract. So we're going to go do that as I stall the truck and get up there and buy ourselves a truck, and this will go to Dallas, and we'll get ourselves a driver. So only 1 minute to get to where I need to go. So let's scooch around here. I think I am delivering waste paper, of all things. So I really don't care how much we're getting paid. Yeah, so as I mentioned last episode, I've been looking at the Western Star, and I was looking at, I think, the newer truck, and I was looking at the transmissions, and they're all 12 gear with no retarder transmission. I was looking at, I guess, the older Western Star, and they got a list of transmissions that we could get. So we'll probably go down that route. Plus, it's a cheaper truck as well. But since we haven't really driven any Western Star, I guess it doesn't matter which model I pick. So I'm going with that one for now. I didn't really trick out the truck to see how much it's going to cost, but seeing they got, $212,000, I think that'll be more than enough to get ourselves a truck souped up for what we need. Should be about a 8-hour trip up to Stockton. So not that bad of a trip. I don't know what the update to the game was, but I was actually surprised when it said, hey, your trailer was taken. I'm like, really? Well, what update did we have? I don't know. I was like, you know what? From what I remember, we didn't get too far in it anyways, so it doesn't matter to me that much. It's not like I was on a 3-day trip and I was almost there. Dollar General, I do know that's where I'm going to get the trailer. And where art thou? I think it's over here. Oh yeah, I know this store rather well. So Moonlight Shadow will be going to someone else. I hope the trailer's on this lane, is it not? Yes it is, okay. Lock and load. Alright, so we should be there somewhere around 2 o'clock. Let's get on the road and I'll check out a few things and see how much this thing weighed. Make sure we get around the corner there. 33,000, so your average load, I would say. And I don't think we're taking the same road up north as we did coming on down. So that's a good thing. Mixing it up just a little bit. I mean, it feels like we've been in the Peterbilt 389 for a while, but then again, it also feels like we haven't been. It's got one of those feelings to it. Actually, you know, we probably have been in it for a while because we had to upgrade the Dallas garage to get it to the state where it is now till we can afford or be able to get ourselves more drivers. So I kind of expect if my delivery was taken care of for me, I may get some drivers returning with no loads. And the first driver I saw this morning that happened to was, you guessed it, Harry P. returned without a load. Good old Harry P. Not sure what the deal is with that guy. I've given him a second chance. I don't want to single him out, but he is the one that we did fire way back when. And every time his name goes across the bottom of the screen, it's like, oh, Mr. Harry P. causing troubles to me again. So we'll set the cruise at 56, 57, somewhere in there. Freeway ends. I didn't know I was really on a freeway. Yes, we're not really in that much of a rush. It's just pretty much get to Stockton, get this delivery taken care of, and then off to the dealership we go. We get ourselves a new truck, and someone will get this one. Actually, we have put 20,000 miles on this one. So, not too bad. Fuel, we're going to bypass the fuel. As someone else decides to go on in to get fuel. And I'll have to see what the Western Star looks like, how it feels like, all that kind of stuff. I don't know what kind of engine I'm going to put into it. I may, when we get there, I may do what I did, I think, for this truck, is pretty much just go through it all off camera and then get it all set by it. Then we'll walk you through the truck itself. No sense of you sitting there for about 20 or 30 minutes, me hemming and hawing over how I want the truck to be and look like. So it looks like a nice day here in California. It looks like we're getting on the I-5 northbound. Looks like I got a car drafting my trailer behind me. They're anxious to get around, I bet. And they will. Because I can only do 55 in California. Steep grades in California, huh? I don't remember seeing a steep grade sign in California before. Well, truck lanes, slow vehicles only. Well, that's probably me. Put it in 10th gear. Seems about right. Hard to get around this guy. Kind of screwed me up. Well, it's not his fault. He's where he's supposed to be. No passing on the right. What's wrong with you? And that trucker was like, yep, I got a full head of steam. He's ready to go. And now we're all going downhill. So now we're all gathering speed. Just don't give me a way station up ahead. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know it's a cop car, but we all don't have to slow down like that, do we? Every time I come to California, and I just saw that road sign there that said Bakersfield. If you know the movie Castaway, I just always think of that scene with Tom Hanks going, Bakersfield? Yeah, Bakersfield. I don't know if it references Bakersfield, California, but that's how I'm going to reference it. So the way the money has been coming on in, and if Paul F. keeps taking our cistern tanker around and making the money he can make with that thing, probably after we buy our truck and this one goes to Dallas, within about 7 or 8 episodes, we'll have enough money to buy another truck for the Dallas garage. Do I want to go around you? I think so. Although it's going to be a drag race because I'm not really going to change my cruise control to get around you. We'll hold up traffic for a while. How about that? So I got my cruise control set for 57. He's got his set for 56. So ideally, we may even turn and burn a little bit today, meaning after we get this delivered and we get ourselves to Western Star, because it'll be roughly about, what, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe we'll grab a load headed to Northern California and at least drive for a little bit in the truck today. All depends on how long it takes me to wheel and deal with the dealership on a price. Imagine if they made that part of a thing to where you can customize your truck, or we do what we do, and it says this is the price of the truck, and then you can take the slider bar and go up or down with it. Well, why would you go up with it? But you can slide it down like, how about for this much? That would be kind of interesting. I really want to get out this lane here, so let's scooch over. Don't like being that close to a concrete barrier wall with a trailer. I will say, with all the different kind of trucks that we have driven, there have been a few, the second I get into them, I'm like, oh, I've been waiting to drive this one, and I like it right from the get-go. There's been a few that I've gotten into, it's like, I'm not sure, but after about 3 or 4 days in it, it's like, yeah, alright, it's not that bad, I kind of like it. I don't really think there's been a truck yet where it's like, alright, we've been in this one long enough, let's get rid of it, and I'm happy to get rid of it. One of our drivers leveled up. And so far, you know, we've only been in California for like a day and a half or so. And even though the speed limit is 55 and it feels like, yeah, I'm dragging my feet and have an anchor behind us that I'm pulling, just seeing how California has changed since I've been here, which has been ages. So like I said, I don't know how long we're going to be in California. I may get tired of just going up and down the state. We'll see how it goes. Eventually I may just say, oh, look at today, this one's going to Idaho or something. And it's like, yeah, let's go to Idaho. And then we're gone. Or maybe Washington or something like that. I mean, the last time we were up in Washington is when I went up there to grab a load to go to Florida. So we did that 3.5 hour long episode from, was it Seattle? I want to say it was Seattle or up near Seattle, down to Palm Coast, Florida. California definitely has a different feel from what I remember even driving in it. I don't know if that's something to do with the improved traffic mod that we're running from Patrick. But the traffic doesn't seem... it's different. So I don't know if that's something to do with the way they've done the map or... Don't know. Hello, Fresno. Nice to discover you again, I would say. Or maybe it's just on this profile, I've avoided California so much, I really just never been to Fresno. I discovered a viewpoint, apparently. Not sure what we're viewing of. Whoa, 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 whoa. Could have exited the road a little bit better than that, dude. Stockton. Starting to see that on the road signs now. Another 130 miles and we shall be there. So I'm going from Dollar General to BNSF. I think that is the railroad yard, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, overnight, I know when I advanced time from 5 o'clock when we quit. When I advanced time from 5 o'clock to 8, then slept overnight. I went from 175,000 in the bank account to where we are now. So it was a very good night of money coming on in. And honestly, with the truck that we're probably going to buy, I think we're still going to have a decent amount of cash in the bank account. Maybe like 30 or 40 grand. I think someone did mention last episode that they're coming out with new trailers as well. Maybe grain trailers, if I've read that comment right. I may have misread it. But I guess there might be some grain trailers coming. I thought grain trailers were something we could already buy. Maybe I'll have a look at the trailers while I'm upgrading or buying my Western Star. I'll just have a quick look. I'm not going to purchase one, of course. But I'm just going to see if there are grain trailers there. Grain trailers do make perfect sense when you think of Nebraska just got added, and now they announced Iowa, two states well known for their corn. So I could see like delivering grain around those states. I'm actually surprised on our ETA. We're actually gaining time on our ETA with an external contract driving in California. That boggles my mind just a little bit. So I do think, you know, this will be the fourth truck out of 5 for the Dallas garage. Looking ahead, what we'll probably do is once the Dallas garage is full, we can go ahead and look at possibly maybe getting a garage in Nebraska. We'll try to space them out a little bit. Was that a Western Star dealership there, or was that a Freightliner? Couldn't tell. May have been a Freightliner dealership. But either way, yeah, I think... because I got to do something with the money that we're bringing on in, and no one wants me to pay off the loans early. So we'll just keep expanding the company as we go along. I'm already over the amount of trucks I originally thought I would have when the series started. Keeping my eye on the GPS. I don't want to miss my exit or anything like that. Because we are getting rather close to our destinational area. I do want to give a little bit of a shout out, and I'm glad she left a comment. I don't think it was last week, maybe the week before, because I haven't heard from her in a while. To Margaret, hope you're doing well. For those of you who know, you know. Good to hear from you, and glad to know that things seem to be doing okay for you currently. Hopefully someday soon you can get back into driving your trucks in ATS. Alright, we're just 27 miles out. It definitely looks way different here in California from what I remember driving around. A lot of troopers here in San Francisco, it seems like. if this trucker's getting off here in Stockton as well. Nope. Alright, looks like I'm taking maybe a left-hand turn up here. Not this left-hand turn. But apparently this left-hand turn. Yeah, I don't want to go straight. That road is really not there for us. I do have the barrier markers turned off, so we don't see the X's everywhere. One lane road ahead, apparently. Not the best place to have a work zone in a stoplight right here, because I'm going to be blocking the road a little bit. Guess it doesn't really matter where I go through. I'm going to have to stop either way. Let's log in. Security. This guy's going to be doing the same thing I'm going to be doing, like, in 15 seconds, looking for my drop-off point. Apparently I'm going down this row. Oh, why? I can see... Man. I think it's over there somewhere. It's somewhere. Oh, now I see it. It's gonna be one of these kind of back-end jobs, huh? Well, I think we can almost get a straight shot in there, honestly. Not too difficult of a back-end job when you got this much space. Alright, park and brake, engine, decouple. Alright, another external contract over and done with. Getting me close to some goals on my World of Trucks profile. But now I need to go to navigation, world map. And now I just got to find the dealership. It's in Stockton. I know that. Oh, there it is. There you are. And let's mark that. 2 miles, 13 minutes apparently. Alright, let's go get ourselves a new truck. Is this the way out? Feels like I'm going in circles. I don't think I can get out that way. Let's scooch up here. Oh, a whole bunch of trucks everywhere in here. That's good to see the trucks actually coming in here and actually making their deliveries. I think I gotta go out this way. Come on, security. I gotta go spend about 200 grand. Alright, let's get out of that mess. I may be coming right back here, though, to grab a load or something. And we do want to kind of go north, but I guess it all depends on what we got for loads out of Stockton. Always lovely sitting at a red light and there's no traffic at the other light, so we're all sitting here just not doing anything, basically. There's a bush in the road. See those more often than not, the bushes just in the middle of the road somewhere. Alright, Western Star. Here we are. And we just want to jump right into here. Alright, Cindy, just grab your stuff. And, yeah, we'll see what we got in here. Alright, so I'm going to go in here, fiddle around. And before I hit the purchase button, you'll see the totals and everything. Just remember, we're not doing any trade-in. So this is, yeah, this is going to take me probably like 10, 15 minutes for me to fiddle around and get this the way I want it. Because I got the cash to do so. Well, here she is. I think the base price when I started customizing this truck was like $170,000. And, yeah, I got up to $209,000. Wasn't paying attention to the money because I thought I had plenty of it. I mean, I do for what we're purchasing. But, yeah, I spent a lot more than I thought that we're doing. This is the 49X series. I went with this series because it allowed me more options on the transmission. The chassis is the 6x4, 72-inch sleeper. Steering's on the left. Engine power, 550. The more horsepower I went up, that was great for heavy loads, but not great for normal loads. So I kind of went, I don't want to say down, but we usually get an engine around 600 horsepower, but that's going to be more than enough. Yeah, I can see the torque, and if you're interested in that kind of stuff. The gearbox is a Eaton Ultra Shift. It's a 13-speed with a retarder, 250 fuel tank. I went with the orange color. So, yep, that's what we went with. I kind of went with the, should I say, single tires instead of the duals on the rear. I don't think I've done that on a truck in ATS at all. Then, of course, I changed the hubcaps and all that to match almost the color. Went with basically a whole bunch of chrome in there. And yes, Cindy's inside the truck. Everyone calm down. We're not leaving Cindy behind. So mostly chrome. Everything has been upgraded to like it's top notch as it possibly could. Texas style front bumper with fog lights down here. So yeah, that is the Western Star. So 209,216. We're going to purchase it. Do you want to drive your new truck? Yes, I do. Thank you. Where is this truck going? Well, this truck is going down here to the Dallas garage. And you can put it right into there. There you go. And now we're going to go outside and... Oh, that's right. I forget. We kind of get like a little bit of a view of our new Western Star. Have no idea what it's going to sound like. None of that. It's been a while. I would say the beginning of the series since I've driven a Western Star. Maybe in the middle of the series I did as well. When they released an update to the Western Star. But I mean, it's been so long. So let's just leave it at that. But yeah, now out in the sunlight, it looks pretty darn good. Sometimes in the shop, when you're doing the paint job and you bring out the sunlight, it doesn't quite look the same. But it looks pretty much the same there. There is the interior. Yep, there's Cindy. Got my Pepsi, my water bottle. We got a Texas Longhorn ornament up there. I think that's from the Texas Cruising Texas contest they had going on there. So that is what the inside looks like. Of course, we got our back seat there. Back seat. Well, that's our bed. Nothing special going on there. But before we go anywhere, though, we need recruitment agency. That's what we need. And let's see. What do we just want to hire a driver. That's all we want to do. So who do we got out there? I'm looking for a driver. I really don't care about the stars, but I am looking for someone that is kind of balanced and has almost... Well, okay, so you do got 2 stars for distance driving, so that's not too bad. And I think the further on down the list we go, the least qualified they are. Actually, we got a lot of drivers that don't have the options. Oh, the reason why I kind of look for long distance driving first is because they're able to cover a wider area and have more options available to them. But I am looking for someone... I'll even take 1 checkpoint in long distance. As long as they have a lot of... If they got like a lot of checkboxes in other categories as well, that helps us out. Because it gives them more cargo to haul. Alright, so he's got... And she's got... There we go. Fragile and expensive is... I forgot what it is, but fragile and... What's the other category? I forgot what it is. Fragile and expensive? I don't know what it is. But Gary O looks like a good option right now. Because he had 1 point long distance and he had options in other cargo. Gary O. Where are you, Gary O? Where did you go? Gary O. Welcome to our company. You can go there. Perfect. Down to 7,000, but that's fine. More drivers on the road for us. I do have to see what that category is. Is it career? Skills? What's that? Fragile and high value. Okay. Fragile and high value. So he's got a point long distance, high value cargo, and fragile. So that gives them a lot of options to do what they want to do. All right, so now we need a job, freight market, and hopefully something going up north out of Stockton. So this is all special cargo, and that's going to take up a lot of our time. San Diego is south. If I guess it goes to Oregon, that's... Oh, Redding. Perfect. That needs to be there Monday. What's today? Needs to be there today. 5 hours. I don't have 5 hours on my clock. Well, that just sucks. There's one to Oregon. How far? That's not going far in Oregon. Needs to be there at 9 o'clock next morning. So let's see. I got 3. That's 6 hours. Ooh, that's going to be cutting it close. But that is a possibility I could take. That does not need to be there That's all the way up to Washington. I mean, I guess... I mean, the coast, the West Coast, I mean, basically. Maybe I should do something like that. All right, I'll just keep on looking here. Let me see what I decide to do. Well, we got ourselves a job, and it's delivering trucks. And I don't have to go anywhere. It's just going over to Oakland, which is like a 2-hour trip. So that seems just about right for me. Let me go ahead and get this truck all set up. I probably got to take care of the lights. So let's go ahead and put parking lights on, low beams on, auxiliary, and roof if I got them. And I'll turn down the dashboard lights a little bit. Alright, just trying to get used to the setup here. Alright, well the engine, I think it's because it's a Cummins engine. I think that's what we may have had in the 389. So it's going to be roughly the same. Yeah, it sounds like the same engine just about. And there is our load. So this is an external contract that we're doing. Already just looking at the back, it seems kind of weird. And I think I missed the kingpin. Didn't miss it that time. Let's have a good look at our truck now. Well, it looks good. I mean, you may not be a fan of the orange, but actually it matches the the trailer setup for the trucks. Alright, anywho, let's go ahead and get ourselves on the road, shall we? Yeah, it sounds probably like the same engine that I had in a 389, which I'm fine with. I do like the sound of it. Direction light definitely sounds a little bit different, as you would expect. Yeah, the Jake brake even sounds the same, but seeing it's the same engine just about. I will have to probably... Oh, I forgot to look at the trailers. I'll do that later on. But yeah, it might be the same exact engine I had in the Peterbilt 389. So we get to Oakland right around 4 o'clock. Let's not damage any of the Western Star trucks after buying a Western Star. And start putting the miles on her. So, with the engine about being the same, and the 13-speed transmission, it should feel... I shouldn't have any more difficulty or learning when to shift or the sound of the engine and all that. It should be pretty much the same. And with this truck, I did have an option for like a 700 horsepower engine. I know Western Star is kind of known for their heavy hauling abilities. I think they do have an engine out there that's over 1,000 horse in real life that's set up for heavy hauling stuff. always trying to find a load to end the day with. That's why sometimes when I say, do I want to turn and burn or not? And sometimes you struggle to try to find the load that you're looking for. So it looks like I might be going through a lot of interchanges here, so I'm going to keep track of my GPS. Don't want to be taking a wrong turn when I'm only going a short distance. And actually, I need to set my cruise control. I think the orange is throwing me off just a little bit. It'll take me a moment to get used to it. But other than that... Also, I may have to readjust the way I'm sitting in my seat as well. I would like to be able to see the side mirror just a little bit when looking forward. If I can take care of that, if I can remember next time I log in, and before I start next episode, which I probably will forget until I get on the road and be like, oh, yeah, I was going to do that, wasn't I? Whoa. Yep, sorry, my bad. I needed to come all the way over. And here I thought, you know, I was looking at trucks, they only cost like $170. Yeah, that's until you start throwing stuff on it. I was going to have like 30 or 40 grand left over. I need to be in this lane actually over here. Wow, this is nothing from what I remember driving around California. Didn't see how much this stuff weighed. 52,000, so getting a little bit on the heavier side of things. $55 is the speed limit through this little section, alright. Don't think I want to be going that fast through there. And at least they gave me a full tank of fuel when I left, because the 389, don't think we had that much fuel in it, but it's all good. What was his name? Gary? Was it Gary that we had just hired? He'll fill it up. So, a rest area that we're just passing. That might be where we're going to call it a day. Unless we come across one closer. Part of me is trying to remember so far back when I used to deliver to this place, and yeah, it's a way different than what I remember it being like. Am I going... Okay, I'm going over here. I don't know why I got two options, but I think they both just go to the same spot. So we're going to go in here. Bobtail only. Well, we're not bobtailing it, so I'm going to go over here. It says stop. I don't see, like, anything really keeping me from coming on in here. Just letting people know I'm coming on in. Does it really matter which one I go down? Probably shouldn't have gone down this one because this is where the load's going, but if I'm facing the right direction, then we're all good. And I think I'm not. Or am I? No, we're facing the right way. Perfect. Ding. There we go. I mean, we're not going to get paid a whole lot. We only went 100 miles. But it's our first 100 miles in the Western Star. And we did get paid $759 for that quick trip. Not too bad. Let me just look at the world map and see if that's where we're going to be resting up. I'm pretty sure it is. So we'll just go ahead and we'll mark that. Alright. Fuel is not a big necessity because we've only went 100 miles. Just a little nervous, not really sure if there's any invisible walls around here. So I'm actually going to get over to where the GPS is saying I should be. There are trucks going around. I don't know if me honking the horn is going to matter too much. I'm guessing most people around here are probably saying, who's the idiot honking the horn everywhere? But now that we're bobtailing it, does it matter which lane I go in? We'll just go in whatever lane this guy's not going in. He's going to stop, so am I. And we're through. Yeah, Mirror's not best place on the passenger side, but it's not the worst I've seen either. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like it's a little bit short, chassis lengthwise. So Oakland, California is where we end up. And of course for the company, a big day because we got another truck in the fleet and another driver working for us. And hopefully they can level up rather well. I think that when you hire a driver, they should be set to balanced. Meaning every time they get a skill point, they'll put a point into whatever is least leveled up at that time. Rest area is, well, I think it's right here actually. And there we have it. Turn off the engine and we're all set. Hopefully no one parks next to us in our beautiful new Western Star. Let me just go ahead and check on driver manager, Gary, and yeah, he's set on balanced. Okay, that's what we want to see. The other thing I kind of want to see quickly is trailer purchases. Oh, there we go. Is there a grain trailer already? There's a dumper. There's a grain hopper. So is that what someone may have been mentioning before? The reefer we have. Chip van. 58,000 for a grain and bulk material trailer. It is 58,000, but I don't have 58,000. But there is a grain hopper there. I'm not sure if that's what someone mentioned. I got to read that comment again because I thought they said grain trailers are coming, or I probably misread that. So yeah, we're pretty much all set. I think I looked at everything I wanted to. So we looked at the trailer. Our driver is doing his thing. Oh, the other driver I do want to keep a little bit of an eye on, but I think they were doing fine. Driver manager is Paul. And I think he's still bringing back a load. So he should get paid rather well with that cistern tanker. Finally, we're making some money off of that. Hooray. But anywho, we're at that point in the video. If you made this far, maybe think about giving the video a thumbs up. Hit that like button if you could. Helps out the video and the channel more than you know. And if you haven't done so already and you're thinking about doing so, also hit that subscribe button as well. But anywho, this is where we're going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.